Life is a fleeting journey, a series of moments that come and go in the blink of an eye. Too often we find ourselves waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting for the right moment, waiting for everything to fall into place. But the truth is, the perfect time will never come on its own. If we keep waiting, we risk watching our dreams slip through our fingers. The time to act is not tomorrow, not someday, but now. It's now or never. Think about the dreams you've nurtured in your heart. Maybe you've always wanted to start a business, write a book, travel the world, or chase a passion that sets your soul on fire. But every time you take a step forward, doubt creeps in. What if I fail? What if I'm not ready? These questions hold you back, chaining you to a life of hesitation and regret. But success is never born out of comfort zones. It is forged in the fires of courage and action. If you don't take that leap today, will you ever? If not now, when? Opportunities are like the waves in the ocean. They come and go. If you don't ride the wave when it appears, you may never see it again. Life doesn't give second chances to those who hesitate. The greatest achievers in history were not the ones who waited for the stars to align. They were the ones who took action despite their fears. They understood that every great achievement begins with a single decision: the decision to start. Today, you have that choice. You can either remain where you are, bound by fear and hesitation, or you can step forward with confidence and embrace the unknown. Regret is the heaviest burden one can carry. At the end of life, people don't regret the things they tried and failed at, they regret the things they never attempted. Imagine looking back and realizing you never gave yourself a chance to shine. The pain of missed opportunities is far worse than the pain of failure. So why not take the risk? Why not chase your dreams? Why not start today? You have within you the power, the strength, and the ability to achieve greatness. All it takes is one bold decision to act now. So let this be your wake-up call. Whatever has been holding you back, push it aside. Whatever fears have gripped you, face them head on. Whatever dreams you've been postponing, chase them with everything you have. The future belongs to those who act in the present. Your time is now. Your moment is here. It's now or never. So go out and make it happen. How often have you told yourself, I'll start when the time is right? Whether it's chasing your dreams, starting a new project, changing careers, or taking a leap of faith, we convince ourselves that there will come a perfect moment when everything falls into place. We wait for the stars to align, for the fear to fade, for conditions to be ideal. But the harsh reality is, there is no perfect time. The longer we wait for that flawless moment, the more we lose precious opportunities that may never return. The idea of a perfect time is nothing more than an illusion, a convenient excuse that holds us back from taking action. Think about the people who have achieved greatness. Do you think they waited for the perfect conditions? Did successful entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, or leaders sit around waiting for the universe to give them a sign? No. They took action despite uncertainty, despite fear, despite the imperfections of the present moment. The truth is, life is unpredictable, and if you keep waiting, you may wait forever. Every second you spend hesitating is a second lost. The longer you delay, the more your dreams become distant fantasies rather than achievable realities. If you truly want to achieve something, you must start now, not when the conditions seem just right. One of the biggest reasons people fall into this illusion is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. We trick ourselves into believing that if we wait long enough, the fear will disappear. But fear never truly goes away, it only changes form. The only way to overcome fear is through action. Every great achievement begins with a first step, and often that first step is the hardest. And you may not feel fully prepared, but you don't need to be. No one is ever 100% ready, and if you wait for readiness, you will never begin. The courage to start before you feel ready is what sets achievers apart from dreamers. Another reason people fall into the illusion of the perfect time is the desire for certainty. We want guarantees that everything will work out before we take risks. But life doesn't work that way. There are no guarantees, no foolproof plans, no assurances of success. The only certainty is that if you don't try, you will never succeed. Taking action, even if it's imperfect, will always be better than standing still. Progress is made through effort, through trial and error, through learning from failures. The longer you wait, the more opportunities pass you by, and before you know it, you're left with nothing but regret for the chances you never took. If you look back on your life years from now, what will you regret more? The mistakes you made while trying or the dreams you never pursued? The people who accomplish great things aren't necessarily the smartest, the most talented, or the most privileged. They are simply the ones who took action. They didn't wait for the perfect time, they made the time perfect through their dedication and persistence. Every moment you hesitate is a moment you could be using to build the future you desire. You are capable of so much more than you think, but you'll never know your true potential if you keep postponing your efforts. So, stop waiting for the perfect time. It doesn't exist. The perfect moment is the one you create by deciding to start today. Take the first step, no matter how small, and keep moving forward. Progress is built on action, and success is built on persistence. Whatever it is you've been putting off, starting that business, writing that book, pursuing that passion, do it now. Don't let time slip away while you wait for the ideal circumstances. The only thing standing between you and your goals is the illusion that there will be a better time in the future. The truth is, the best time is now. The only time you have is now. Seize it before it's too late. Fear is the invisible chain that holds us back from becoming the best version of ourselves. It whispers doubts in our ears, convinces us that we are not ready, and plants the seeds of hesitation that keep us stuck in the same place. Fear makes us question our abilities, amplifies our weaknesses, and magnifies the possibility of failure. It is the greatest obstacle standing between where we are and where we want to be. Yet the most successful people in the world are not those who never felt fear, but those who refuse to let fear control their actions. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who don't is not talent, luck, or intelligence. It is the ability to act in spite of fear. The problem with fear is that it thrives on inaction. The more we hesitate, the more powerful it becomes. Every time we step back from a challenge because of fear, we reinforce the idea that we are incapable, that we are not good enough, that we are not ready. But the truth is, fear is nothing more than a product of our minds. It is not reality, it is merely a perception. We are afraid of things that haven't even happened yet, imagining worst-case scenarios that may never come true. And in doing so, we rob ourselves of the opportunities that could change our lives. The only way to break free from fear is to confront it head on. Think about everything you want to accomplish in life. Maybe you want to start a business, travel to new places, speak in front of an audience, or take a leap of faith in your career. Now ask yourself, what's stopping you? The answer, more often than not, is fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of embarrassment. But what if, instead of seeing fear as an enemy, you saw it as a sign that you are on the right path? Fear only arises when something is important to us. It means that we care. It means that we are stepping out of our comfort zone, and that is exactly where growth happens. The most incredible achievements in life exist on the other side of fear. Many people wait for fear to disappear before they take action, but that moment will never come. Fear never completely goes away. It is something we must learn to manage. The key is to act in spite of it. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is feeling fear and moving forward anyway. Every time you take a step outside your comfort zone, fear loses its power. The more you push through fear, the weaker it becomes. Eventually, what once terrified you will become second nature. The things that seemed impossible will start to feel achievable. Fear has stolen too many dreams, silenced too many voices, and held back too many lives. Don't let it steal yours. If you let fear control you, you will wake up one day filled with regret for the chances you never took. The pain of failure is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts a lifetime. What if you fail? So what? failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. Every failure is a lesson. Every mistake is an opportunity to grow. The most successful people in the world have failed more times than they can count, but they refuse to let those failures define them. They chose to rise every time they fell. So, what is the fear that is holding you back right now? Identify it, face it, and then take action despite it. Do not let fear be the reason you stay in the same place. Do not let it be the reason you never chase your dreams. The time to act is now, not when fear disappears, not when you feel ready, but right now. Because the truth is, if you wait for fear to go away, you will wait forever. You are stronger than your fears, and the only way to prove it is to take that first step. So, step forward with courage, conquer your fears, take control of your life. Because the biggest obstacle in your way is not your abilities, not your circumstances, it is fear. And once you overcome that, nothing can stop you. Life is a journey filled with doors of opportunity, but those doors do not stay open forever. Too often, we believe that the chances we have today will always be there tomorrow. We convince ourselves that we have time to pursue our dreams, time to take that risk, time to make a change. But the reality is, opportunities are like waves, they come and go. And if we don't seize them when they appear, they may never return. Many people look back on their lives filled with regret, not because they failed, but because they never even tried. The biggest tragedy is not losing an opportunity. It is failing to recognize it before it's too late. Think about all the times you hesitated in life. Maybe you wanted to start a business, but you doubted whether it was the right time. Maybe you wanted to express your feelings to someone, but you were too afraid of rejection. Maybe you were offered a chance to grow, but you let fear convince you that you weren't ready. What happened? The moment passed. The business idea faded. The person moved on. The opportunity was given to someone else. And all you were left with was the painful question, what if? What if you had taken that leap? What if you had stepped forward instead of stepping back? Would your life be different today? Opportunities are not unlimited, nor are they guaranteed to come again. The job offer you turned down may never be available again. The dream you put on hold may slip through your fingers forever. The connection you failed to make could have been life-changing. The saddest truth is that many people only realize the value of an opportunity after it's gone. They wish they had been braver, bolder, and more willing to take risks. But wishing doesn't change the past, it only deepens regret. The only way to avoid such regret is to act in the present. If something is important to you, don't wait. Don't assume there will be another chance. Take the opportunity now, because tomorrow is never promised. One of the biggest mistakes we make is waiting for the perfect time. We tell ourselves, I'll do it when I'm ready, or I'll wait for the right moment. But life doesn't wait. Conditions will never be completely perfect. There will always be challenges, uncertainties, and risks. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for the perfect moment. They created it. They took action despite fear, despite doubt, despite imperfection, because they understood one simple truth. Opportunities favor those who are willing to take risks. The longer you wait, the smaller your chances become. Imagine standing at the edge of a door, knowing that on the other side is the life you've always wanted, but instead of walking through it, you hesitate, you let fear, doubt, and excuses hold you back. And then one day that door closes. Not because you weren't capable, not because you weren't deserving, but because you simply didn't act. Life doesn't slow down for anyone, and opportunities don't wait. If you don't grab them, someone else will. The people who succeed in life are not necessarily the most talented or the most fortunate. They are the ones who recognize opportunities and have the courage to seize them. So, what is holding you back today? What opportunity is in front of you right now that you're afraid to take? Maybe it's applying for that job, starting that project, investing in yourself, or telling someone how you truly feel. Whatever it is, don't let it slip away. Stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Stop thinking that you have forever, because you don't. The best time to take action is now, not tomorrow, not someday, but right now. Because the truth is, the opportunities you ignore today may be the ones you desperately wish for in the future. If there's one thing you take away from this message, let it be this: opportunities don't last forever. Life is happening right now, and every moment wasted is a moment you'll never get back. Don't wait until it's too late. Chase your dreams, take that risk, and embrace every opportunity that comes your way. Because in the end, it's not the chances we take that we regret, it's the ones we didn't. Act now before the opportunity disappears forever. We all have dreams, we all have goals, ambitions, and desires for a better future. But what separates those who achieve greatness from those who remain stuck in the same place? Action. Taking action is the single most powerful force that transforms dreams into reality. It is the difference between a life of success and a life of regret. Too many people spend their lives thinking, planning, and waiting, but never doing. And in the end, it's not their lack of talent, intelligence, or potential that holds them back. It's their failure to act. The truth is, no amount of thinking or wishing will bring success. You can have the best ideas, the most brilliant strategies, and the biggest dreams, but without action, they are worthless. Action is what breathes life into your goals. It is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. If you want to change your life, you must take the first step. It doesn't matter if it's small or imperfect. What matters is that you move forward. Progress is not made by standing still. It is made by those who take action, even when they are afraid, uncertain, or unprepared. One of the biggest reasons people hesitate to take action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of making mistakes. But here's a secret: failure is not the enemy, inaction is. Every successful person you admire has failed multiple times. The difference is, they didn't let failure stop them. They acted, learned from their mistakes, and kept moving forward. Every failure is a lesson. Every mistake is an opportunity to grow. But if you never take action, you will never even have the chance to learn, improve, or succeed. The only way to truly fail is to do nothing at all. Another reason people don't take action is the belief that they are not ready. They tell themselves, I'll start when I have more experience, more money, more time. But the truth is, no one ever feels fully ready. Waiting for the perfect time is an illusion. The perfect time will never come because life is always uncertain. If you keep waiting, you will wait forever. The people who achieve their dreams are not the ones who had perfect conditions. They are the ones who started despite imperfection. Readiness is a result of action, not a requirement for it. You become ready by doing, by learning as you go, by taking the first step and figuring out the rest along the way. Taking action also builds confidence. The more you do, the more you believe in yourself. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you develop through experience. When you push yourself to take action, even when you are scared, you prove to yourself that you are capable. And the more you prove this to yourself, the stronger your belief becomes. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates success. Every small step you take brings you closer to your goal. Think about this. Where would you be today if you had started a year ago? What if, instead of hesitating, you had taken action? Imagine the progress you could have made, the skills you could have built, the opportunities you could have created. Now ask yourself, where will you be a year from now if you start today? Time will pass anyway, but whether you move forward or stay in the same place is entirely up to you. Your future is shaped by what you do today. So, what is stopping you? What goal have you been putting off? What dream have you been waiting to chase? Stop waiting, stop overthinking, stop doubting yourself. Take action now, even if it's a small step, take it. Write that first page, make that first call, take that first lesson, start that workout, begin that journey. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to begin. Because once you start, you build momentum, and once you build momentum, success becomes inevitable. The power of taking action is the power to change your life. Your dreams are within your reach, but only if you reach for them. Don't let fear, doubt, or hesitation hold you back. Don't let another day pass without making progress. The life you want is waiting for you, but you must go after it. Take action now, because the only thing standing between you and your dreams is the step you haven't taken yet. Life is full of choices. Every day we are faced with decisions, some small, some life-changing. But no matter what path we choose, there are only two possible outcomes: success or learning. Failure is not the worst thing that can happen to you. Regret is. Because failure is temporary, but regret lasts forever. Failure gives you lessons, experience, and resilience. Regret, on the other hand, gives you nothing but pain, the pain of knowing that you never even tried. Too many people hold themselves back because they are afraid of failing. They don't take risks because they fear making mistakes. They don't chase their dreams because they fear judgment. But what they don't realize is that in trying to avoid failure, they are setting themselves up for something much worse, a lifetime of wondering what could have been. It's easy to recover from failure. You can try again, learn from your mistakes, and improve, but you can never recover time that has passed. You can never go back and take the chances you missed. Think about this. When you look back on your life, will you regret the things you tried and failed at, or the things you were too afraid to attempt? No one looks back and says, I wish I had been more cautious. I wish I had played it safe. Instead, people regret the opportunities they ignored, the dreams they abandoned, and the chances they never took. They wonder, what if I had gone for it? What if I had believed in myself? What if I had taken that leap? Those questions haunt people far more than any failure ever could. The truth is, failure is not the end, it is a stepping stone to success. Every successful person you admire has failed multiple times. The difference between them and those who live in regret is that they didn't let failure stop them. They understood that every setback is a lesson, every mistake is part of the process, and every challenge is an opportunity to grow. They didn't fear failure because they knew that failing meant they were at least trying. And as long as you're trying, you're moving forward. Regret, however, is paralyzing. It keeps you stuck in the past, wishing you had done things differently, but knowing that you can't change what's already been done. The only way to avoid this pain is to take action now. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop overthinking. Stop letting fear dictate your life. Do what you truly want to do before it's too late. Because time doesn't stop. Life moves forward with or without you. And the longer you hesitate, the more opportunities slip through your fingers. If you fail, so what? You can try again. You can learn, grow, and improve. But if you never try, you'll never know what you are capable of. You'll never know what incredible things you could have achieved. The pain of failure is temporary, but the pain of regret is permanent. Which one would you rather live with? So don't wait. Don't let fear steal your future. If there's something you've been wanting to do, start today, chase your dreams, take that risk, speak up, take action, because in the end, the biggest regret you will have is not the things you did, but the things you were too afraid to do. Failure is a lesson, but regret is a lifetime of unanswered questions. Choose courage over fear and live a life with no regrets.